individual mistakes, as long as we can shore those up, then I really feel like Empire can come back into this.
Right. Besides Silent, like, we have to address the fact that Silent was definitely a big problem. Besides Silent, what other problems do you think Team Empire made?
I don't even think Silent made some plays that obviously cost him a lot, but I think even in that scenario, what do you really do? Because if he goes bottom, then the Wisp just follows him, and it's a Bloodseeker plus like 2 mediocre supports against a Gyrocopter, and if you go top, then you've got a Wisp plus Axe that you have to contend with, so there's no real scenario where you walk into that you have favorable lanes, because Earthshaker
reserve time
was going to do poorly no matter what, Bloodseeker was going to do poorly no matter what. The individual mistakes definitely played a role in how quickly the game ended, but I think that was just a simple outdraft more than anything.
Dire team ban.
Team Empire start off with what I think is a very strong opening. Gyrocopter and Earthshaker in response to the first pick, Lina, which Ninjas of Pyjamas will go for the Bane once again. Steel Kid's having a very fun series. But this does... Bane is a lot more fun if you're paired up with Lina. That's for sure. Whether this is going to be our support duo, or this is going to be a mid, either way, at least the Bane knows that he's setting up some actual action that he can be a part of.
Oh yeah, and we see the Storm Spirit banned out by NiP. I think that's a really good ban. Like, it's a hero that I think they struggle with playing against. So I like to see them take it out of the pool as soon as I can.
SF Storm Spirit trying to limit General's picks.
5 seconds
Lina
remaining.
does rather well versus both those heroes, but I guess...
Reserve time.
Gyrocopter and Earthshaker? Yeah, she's okay. But Gyrocopter is just such a strong hero.
Like, I was about to say, out of all the mids, it seems pretty obvious that Queen of Pain's got to be the pickup for Team Empire.
I'm surprised that neither team values her as highly. Like, that's a hero that you typically see first 2 phase pretty quickly too, and it's not even banned by either side too. Is the surprising part. Like, NiP'd rather deal with the Queen of Pain than the SF or the Storm. Like, that's probably not too bad.
Right.
10 seconds remaining.
So Ninjas of Pyjamas gotta give us a little bit more meat here. They do have I mean, what pairs well with Bane as another support? Like, if you're running the Lina mid.
Mirana. Disruptor.
Why Disruptor? Because I was gonna suggest Disruptor, but
I just suggested Disruptor because I'm thinking of Huntsman right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, that was the exact same reason I was gonna suggest Disruptor. So
Keeper of the Light too.
We've seen some coddle from NiP before. Last time they ran it, though, it was with the Tiny Wisp.
It's a hero that I think is just incredibly strong right now. It pairs well against a lot of these cores that might not want to get BKB first. You need to get Mally. You do really well against it. The laning phase really helps out too, because you can just keep putting Chakram on your carry.
Reserve
spam out pretty much.
I especially like when they're able to play it with... oh, they actually do have the combination here. If they want to go for it. Tusk. Right? Any sort of offlaner that spams out a lot. I really like just the opportunity, right? If they don't have the opening to run an aggro dual lane of Coddle plus some sort of spammer, they just put Keeper of the Light in their jungle and he farms that up. He's pretty proficient once he gets, especially level 2 and 3.
Agreed. And Empire have 2 more picks to go. They've taken a lot of core-like heroes. Last game we saw the Earthshaker offlane get exploited so hard when it comes to the laning phase. I think that's what a lot of people say too. It's like you take the Earthshaker and you run him as a core. There's always the potential to just have it, like, you just get straight out dominated because of that.
And there are so many carries that can be left alone in lane against an Earthshaker. Probably 2 of the most prominent ones is like Earthshaker, Gyrocopter and Bloodseeker. Right? Because you could just leave them like, alright, you've gotten like a 2-level advantage over the Earthshaker. We'll just leave you solo. And the Earthshaker is still left with that awkward situation where he can only just go for experience.
Alright, let's see. Empire, you need... Oh, Ogre.
Well, that kind of cements one of these two as the offlaner. We've seen Ogre Magi off lane
Empire's
before.
turn to ban.
Obviously, it feels a bit more likely Earthshaker's going to be in that role. Anti-Mage, picked up for Ninja's Pyjamas.
Alright, AM is a hero that Empire's going to struggle with. Especially if they can't get a fast blink on their Earthshaker.
10 seconds
Pick-off
remaining.
potential is actually quite low. Or if their mid-hero, which is probably going to be the Queen of Pain,
5
has to like
seconds
dominate the
remaining.
lane. It just to do so well for them to really snowball. Otherwise, the anti-mage just out-farms your entire team.
Reserve time.
Yeah. What's up? Something
Dire
about the way you
team
interact
banned.
with your microphone all night. I'm like, pushing Blitz's mic up, pushing it down, pushing it up, pushing it down. I never know with you what volume you're going to be at.
It's because you know what? I always take it off and then I put it on differently because it hurts my ear when
10
it's in
seconds
conjunction with the
remaining.
glasses.
Okay.
So it throws me off.
All right. Pansy.
5
I have
seconds
soft ears,
remaining.
man. Don't hate.
Team Empire do ban away the Tusk.
Reserve time.
What other spam offlaners would work well with Keeper of the Light? I don't think there are really any. Earthshaker and Tusk are my kind of 1-2.
I want to hit the spawn again, but I'm afraid that Dota's just going to crash. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
probably.
really careful. Let's look at the offlaners that are available. You could do...
Can't do Broodmother.
I was going to say Leshrac. How funny would that be? If Lesh was still in the
Surprise!
game.
Last pick,
Team
Leshrac. What a
Empire's
pick!
turn to pick.
Total outdraft.
You never see that coming. Legion's actually
Legion.
quite good.
Yeah, I was just about to say Legion Commander.
You can just spam... I can't remember what the call is called.
I mean, it kind of depends on
Rainy
what
arrow
the
things.
support pickup is from Team Empire.
Oh, yeah.
That
Disruptor.
will determine whether or not they can run an aggro dual lane.
Dire
Disruptor.
team pick.
Okay. I think you can actually still run the...
I think so too.
Legion Commander.
Plus the fact
Yes,
that
we were right.
Yep.
We were
Go-
both right.
Go
too.
us.
Yes.
We're the best.
I called it first, you reinforced it.
You know why I was looking at your screen?
Oh, really?
No, I didn't see your mouse on the Legion Commander, but I saw the Legion Commander. I was like, we still have that hero, and that actually fits the mana spamming.
Jonas plays some weird offlaners. Like, he's the
No,
only
he really
person I
does.
know who still plays, like, Axe Legion and Mag.
Yeah. Never forget the Aghanims Legion Commander. MLG.
I asked him about that. He's like, it was a terrible idea. I thought it was going to work. It didn't. I can't. I don't want to be biased, but I hope they qualify. Those guys are really fun to talk to.
I don't want to be biased, but I hope they win.
They're like funny guys. I guess
10
everybody in
seconds remaining.
anybody that qualified, but I don't really know anybody from Vega or from Empire.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind if NiP won. That's
What you guys
I'm
are
saying.
seeing is Blitz's real
Prepare
reason
for
for
battle.
casting, which is so he can go to events
I just chill with people.
and play Mafia with the people that he enjoys.
Yeah.
So
Everybody
that's why we rig all the Toy Dota tournaments for Blitz friends to win.
Dude, Empire owns though. I remember Resolution owed me $100, and he made sure I got that money back.
Oh, yeah, after you bugged the hell out of him.
No, I would-
like every single time you
I
saw
would
him,
joke
it's like-
about it.
Yeah, but it's that kind of like, it's that awkward joke where...
Yeah, well, he should have paid me my money, and then it wouldn't have been
See?
an awkward
See?
joke.
Now the real Blitz comes out. The real Blitz. Oh, he's such a nice guy. He paid me back my $100.
Oh, they're actually gonna find Silent, maybe. They know the smoke's broken. They know for sure that somebody's there. Silent actually just, like, ships moving in the night.
they're
just-
gonna hide on
30
either
seconds to
side of
battle.
this camp and wait for somebody to come around.
This is so absurd right
Silent's
now.
gonna be seen now, but they don't have their disabler on the right side.
This
The
is so
wrong
weird.
side of the fence.
It's like they went bottom, he just went right over the top of them.
Wow. Man, just imagine like if they just spread out and they just comb the jungle to the right side, you know?
Yeah, but it's not as strong if you're not working as a unit.
Oh well. Bounty rune for Limp
The battle
top lane.
begins.
General's gonna get his as well.
Worthy tribute.
Oh, that's actually a blink used by General. I
He
guess,
wants to get back to body block?
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Because he knows he's going to be against a dual lane. That's really smart.
Ah.
Okay, I like that. Because he knows also if he goes the dagger, he'll never trade efficiently against two heroes reach.
Mhm.
I like that. That's a really smart play by General. Go ahead.
Smarter player than you gave him credit for.
I mean, I never said he was bad or anything like that. I was just wondering for a second, and that's probably just me being dumb.
Steel Kid and Jonas have fun running the aggro dual lane against a dual lane of their own, at least for now. Gyrocopter and Ogre Magi. Looks like Aloha Dance desperately looking for those wards. He's going to have to place the other one here. Eat the tree. Place it on that spot and doesn't get both. He gets both, but he's unlikely to find this one. He's going to kill this one, see the 1 minute spawn, doesn't go, and then he's going to start hunting down the other ward. If he gets the other ward, they'll be in a pretty good position by 2 minutes to start pulling and really taking a lot of experience away from this dual lane.
This is pretty huge right now that they've given, once again, Era pretty much a one-on-one lane because the Bane is just going to do whatever he can to soak. And
Nice.
This is a really exploitable lane. And meanwhile on bottom, Jonas and Pod is right-clicking away, throwing down the overwhelming odds. Like, look how low Silent's getting already.
Wow. And with this pass coming in, if they actually hit another one, 2 seconds?
No, it wouldn't do enough.
It's already healing enough. Yeah, without creeps, it just doesn't do enough
He
damage.
doesn't have press the attack. This might actually just be a kill.
Yeah, that's a little weird that he went for Moment of Courage. Especially since he has so much extra mana, or at least should, from the Keeper of the Light eventually.
Yeah. I think it's more just so he could continue to fight in the lane, one-on-one against the Gyro, and he figures the supports will just go away, but once again, exploitable lanes coming out from Empire and
A gift from the
NiP.
tempest of battle.
Seems to be their strategy right now.
Hanskin. Moving up to this top lane as the Bane, they really shouldn't be able to get a kill on the Earthshaker. I would feel very confident. Especially if once I'm able to pick up my boots.
Regeneration.
Like, if he gets slept, what are they going to do, you know? They're going to right-click him a few times with the Animage. He's going to Fisher them, run away.
I agree. I think it's a lane that's going to have a hard time killing, but it doesn't. They don't really have to kill him as long as the anti-mage just gets free farm.
Yeah.
He's actually missing a few more lessons than I'm used to missing, but they're doing just fine.
Yeah, he's focused on a lot of denies, so that might be why.
It's lane control. When you've got a hero like Bane, he can't really zone the Earthshaker out by himself. That means the Earthshaker is just gonna pretty much get free levels.
Yeah.
You have to do at least a decent job of keeping lane equilibrium.
What's a cooldown on overwhelming odds? Okay, it's pretty decent. I was gonna say, how much does Chakra Magic cooldown reduction come into play? But
On Seal Kid. Looks like they were looking for a second, but
yeah,
unable to get anything.
they can get him on the retreat, glimpse one back, especially the Coddle, and then stun him up. Gyrocopter should be there to clean up the kill pretty easily. So I'm really expecting that to be where our first blood is. But we'll see. Limp spot general pretty low.
Denied.
Doesn't have any more bottle hits either.
They just continue to hit away at this Gyrocopter, who... I mean, it's pretty admirable that he's kept up in farm to an anti-mage that should more or less have free farm. He's been harassed quite a bit, but he's got a magic stick now, so he should be okay. The levels just aren't great right now for Empire because...
he needs this 4-minute rune so badly, but he knows he's not going to get it. That's why he starts bottle crowing.
This
should
Radiant's
get this
middle
top
tower
one.
is under attack.
Limp is already in a great... He's got so much extra regen, too. I didn't even look at him. He's got still a shared tango as well as a healing self. He has somehow beaten the Queen of Pain quite badly in lane.
This is a lane that Lena wins anyways. This is about correct.
You think so? This dominant... Oh, if only. If only.
Oh, Limp's still going for it.
All
He's
right.
gotta go for the height. Oh, and he grabs it.
Oh, the Dragon Slave
First
level
blood.
3 was enough damage.
This one's
Good
gonna
read.
get a
And
scorcher.
first blood goes to Limp.
Alright, that even extends things even further.
The Haste Rune is going to get back in time to get some of the CS. So he missed very little while he was gone in the lane.
He hasn't even used any of his tankers. There's just one on the ground.
Oh, he hasn't used any of them?
Yeah.
Oh. What? Alright, there's no way Queen of Pain should lose that badly, right?
I think it's a lane that starts off difficult and it's hard to really keep up. Especially if you just get out-harassed a little bit. It looks like the Earthshaker's here in this mid lane. They want to try to make the attempt while his bottle's not there, but this isn't going to fly.
Last comes out, Aloha Dance. Is he still in range? Oh, he is. They're going to put him right in his block area. Seal Kid can't go anywhere. Nice pick off from the tri lane. But again, kind of expected to happen eventually.
They had to get that off too,
Yeah.
because they're still devoting so many heroes down there to it, and the Legion Commander's still getting a decent amount of levels in farm.
Yeah, even if they do pull like Legion Commander and Keeper of the Light are both able to interrupt that pretty easily. Especially given that they've got their level 2 nukes up.
Meanwhile, Era just continues to free farm, and more importantly, this Lina mid is just going to be so successful.
Oh, they're gonna pop him though. Fisher, do they have enough damage? General? What? He's too scared. I guess when he blinks in, he leaves himself open to Light Strike Array and Laguna Blades, so...
If he gets LSA there, he's 100% dead.
Yeah.
And it's hard for him to dodge the stun too, because he doesn't have,
Boots.
Yeah, exactly. That's such a risky maneuver. And they might actually just intercept YOLO Warrior. That's what they're going for right now. Like, that's why they just planted this ward out.
Oh, wow.
Radiant's top
He's
tower
100%
is under
dead.
attack.
Great pickup. They don't even have to use Laguna Blade for it.
Burns, doesn't it?
So they've created space for Era to start chipping away at that tier 1 tower.
Radiant's top
Lump's going to
tower
rotate
is
up
under
here.
attack.
They're going to take this together. They want to put pressure here because
Dire's middle tower is
they want
under
to make it
attack.
difficult for Empire to TP in to kind of counter-initiate on Arrow, which is a strong possibility. And this is just going to make it really hard for them to get into the jungle. And it's also going to make it hard for YOLO Warrior to just
Radiant's
sit
top
there
tower
passively,
is
especially
under
with that
attack.
ward up. Like, Limp can just rotate in
Radiant
from the
structures
side.
are
It's really hard for
fortified.
Empire to get a ward up there without committing anything. They can't really leave the lane
Radiant's
bottom
top
either,
tower has
because
fallen.
otherwise their carry's just going to get repeatedly nuked down. They can't afford either themselves right now.
It's going to be such a fast battle theory for AM.
Yeah, at this rate. Lina's halfway to Yule's too. This Queen of Pain is nothing.
It's actually good. And Kinetic Kill the walk in for good amount of time. Almost going out to try to finish off Silence, but Yellowsapon doesn't have enough damage. Lina comes in, but a bit too late. Also hit by the call down slow. So unable to do much there, and as a result, General's actually making a little bit of a comeback now that he has all this free time in lane.
Oh yeah, because this is twice now that the Lina has left and had to go and do something else. When it comes to net worth, he's still pretty dominated, but you gotta take it where you can get it.
Jeez. Was that a level 2 blast? No, level 3 now.
And General's gonna go check for the top rune and be disappointed as there's nothing there.
He's got to be careful. I think one Dragon Slave and Laguna Blade combo kills him.
But if he gets Dragon
Oh.
Slave, he should be able to blink out. And you
Yeah.
can blink animation dodge the Laguna Blade for sure.
Denied.
You're smart about it, but there's a lot of heroes in this mid lane right now.
Giving some space to Aloha Dance to finish up his level 6. Definitely needed. Especially given how much it took for them to kill the Legion Commander earlier. What's his build usually on Legion Commander?
It depends. I think if you're really far behind, you can't really go for the blink, but
Right.
I think in this game, when you have almost no way of initiating aside from the Lina Yules, going for the blink's probably okay. You can go for a blade balance. It's not terrible here, but there are better options. Keeping the supports low right now, and Yonasimfan, he's trying to get whatever he can. This lane was bound to be tough for him, and luckily for him he had some help, and he's doing much better than the Earthshaker at least.
Yeah. In the meantime, the Keeper of the Light's actually been doing some juggling. In fact, he's doing much better than Yonasimfan is. He's level 6.
Oh wow, he is. And the Bane's about to hit level 5 at the same time, so when it comes to the leveling battle on the supports, it's about even.
Just comparing the... No, actually, the offlaners, because they pushed in so deep to the tier 2 tower, and then Earthshaker also has a naturally, like, pretty low mana pool, so Animage can't really exploit that too much. You know, you spam out all your mana, and then you're sitting at no mana whatsoever, so Animage's right-clicks don't do a whole lot. But it's also the fact that his ultimate doesn't do much.
The dangerous thing for me right now is if Pinpain doesn't get really fast.
He's stuck. Light Strike Array. He gets on that one. The silence is there. He's gonna try to finish off FP anyway. Sonic Wave gets out. Oh, Silent's gonna win the duel! Winner, winner! Now Era comes forward. He's gonna try and get the kill on Silent. Anyway, pops the ultimate in order to finish him off. General, the last target. But he's got to blink away in 3 seconds. Era, unless he eats away all of his mana. No, there's no way. Fisher also there on the side to stop. And NiP, they get a 2-for-3 exchange, but they also fed away a duel to Gyrocopter.
That could have been so huge if Jonas and Fun got 1 or 2 procs, but was unable to do so, and that's a free 10 damage to the Gyrocopter, which isn't a small deal at all. Like, you never want to dual damage if you can help it. Luckily for NiP though, Era comes in, makes things kind of okay, but still, that's not exactly how you want the fight to go, especially when you committed to the dual lane in mid. Limp, he's gonna get stunned up. There's no ultimate from the Queen of Pain. He's gonna go for the turnaround. He's got his ultimate available too.
Oh, the right click, but the Echo Slam is there in time. YOLO Warrior books it right in front of Lina and able to sink that Echo Slam to finish her off.
That's actually so huge now, because General's overtaken the Lina when it comes to net worth, because that's twice in a row the Lina's died. General survives through both of those engagements.
He's going Mule Scepter?
Yes, I think so.
Why is that?
I think it's just a good item for when the Lina uses it on you, you just use it right back.
Right.
Keeps yourself alive. They're gonna go for the rotation in. They've got the Disruptor ultimate. Era doesn't have his blink either.
Oh no, he's gonna be caught here. They're gonna slow down this battle here if they get the kill. It's gonna be pretty easy for them too. Are they gonna be able to get out though? There is a TP from Jonas and Fon. Can he catch anybody here? TP away, Aloha Dance gets out.
They actually all get out and they kill the anti-mage. That's so huge right now from Empire. That was such a smart play. I was about to say they have to get aggressive, especially with how the AM has been farming. They finally managed to do that.
Great smoke to be sure. They need to make some room for Jonas and Fon. That's 100%. He's 0-2 and 3. Like, he was getting a good amount in the laning phase in the beginning, but he's stalled out ever since then.
It's hard to keep up as a Legion when your laning phase doesn't go well, because there's an awkward time period where you're not really accomplishing anything, and it almost feels like you're just a bad version of a regular initiator. Because your spells really don't provide a lot of value if you don't have the items to back it up.
Battle.
Even gets a Quelling Blade so you can jungle faster.
Limp's Yule's Blade is done. And General's actually going back for the Aghanims. So I think he was like Staff of Wizardry, and it's like, if I'm behind, I go Yule's. If I end up getting even with the Lina, I can go for the Aghanims.
Yeah. The Aghs probably isn't a bad choice, especially with how things have gone. Like, look at the level advantage he has over Limp now. It's pretty significant, and NiP, they're going for the smoke here. But everybody from Empire is already backing up.
Are they going to back up far enough, though? The smoke is popped. They're going to bring in Jonas and Fon, it looks like. Sleep? Oh, no, they got underneath. They got underneath the tower now. The counterward's there as well. FD's still going to be caught here. Light Strike right. Oh, the silence is there. Limp managed to get away. Oh, good blast out on 3. Limp's back. And now Limp runs himself away. Fisher on the wrong side. And they still get the kill. Silent able to run him over. Aaron's looking at this fight. He's not sure what to do. General's going to come in with a double damage. TP out on skin. Nope. Echo Slam stops him there. Blast comes in. Does another decent chunk of damage. But nowhere close enough.
That was just such an awkward engagement. Once Alina blows the wheels there, 100%.
They've lost another one. Echo Slam and Sonic Wave, but they do get Seal Kit.
Jonas and Fon is just kind of poking and prodding, seeing whatever he can, but Era just has to get farmed now. Like, the game plan of grouping up and fighting is no longer available to you. Like, your Lena's just getting too far behind when it comes to levels and farm. This Queen of Pain is level 11 with almost an Aghanim Scepter completed. Like, where did it all go wrong? Remember, she solo kills the Queen of Pain, who's absolutely dominating her at CS, and then just maybe over-rotates.
Jonas some fun. I think he tried to get a duel out on that Earthshaker.
How far is the ES from Blink?
He's only sitting at 800 gold. Like, he still hasn't decided where he's going to be going. Is it Blade Mail? Is it Blink Dagger?
YOLO Warrior already has Blink nearly completed.
Dire's middle tower is
and they've actually managed to, like, especially with some of that lost farming time, they've slowed down the Animage's Battle Fury to, like, a regular time. He was so far ahead, and then now he gets the 15-minute Treads B Fury, which I would say is standard time.
It'll be okay, though. It depends. Does the Gyro have ancient stacks? Yes. So you should be able to catch right back up to the anti-mage. There's a period of time where the anti-mage just blows past you when it comes to farm. And then things get scary again for Empire, because even though they've built up a lead, it can just quickly slip away. But nobody really wants to go top. Era.
Oh, nice move.
This is scary right now. There's a lot of heroes up here. Aloha Dance has his ultimate too, so he's just going to back up.
Hunskin. Is he going to TP out? What's he going to do here? Waiting for...
They're trying to set up a trap right now.
Yeah, but this isn't going to be the greatest trap with so many heroes here. Jonas Upon going to be pulled back with the glimpse. They do have the lead on the way. Jonas Upon hit by the Fisher and blown up. Question is there a turnaround? Beat Scrape coming in from behind, but here comes the two stunners on the side. Golden Wire, it's Hunskin, Silent, also dealing out some damage to Era. They're going to go for General. They do get the line strike away. General, Era, oh no, he didn't have enough damage out of his ultimate. He gets away, and now NiP are going to lose all 4 of their heroes. It's only Hunskin the Bane who manages to get out of that situation. Both the Disruptor jumps really low. The Queen of Pain was down to like 200 HP at one point. But it all goes wrong for the ninjas.
It looked like such a smart attempt too, because Hunskin sees them all coming. He thinks it around and he's trying to get the Lina or the Queen of Pain Fiend script, because he knows that most of the stuns and disables have been used to trap just the other 2 heroes. But Era blinks in, gets hit by the call down. Yeah, you're an anti-mage, so usually you don't have to worry about it, but it's only 1 level of spell shield, and Silent just went to work on him. He pops the Rocket Barrage with the call down in succession. Way too much damage for him to handle, and he has to be more careful and more aware that that type of damage can happen with just 1 level of spell shield. I actually think they should stop going for these fights and engagements, and just immediately back out, circle around, try to continue to farm, and just reset the pace of the game. Like, trust in Era to be able to get really farmed.
Do you think late game NiP have an advantage? I don't feel like it.
No, I don't think so either, because I think that Empire just have too much control.
Radiant's
and when you
middle
think about
tower
late game,
is under
a lot
attack.
of people incorrectly assume it's like, when you all have 6 items, like every single player in the game in, but that's not actually how Dota works, right?
Yeah.
So if you think about it, this is, Legion Commander is nothing, and she's not going to have anything for quite some time. Like, if you consider the late game 40 minutes plus, it's already the 20-minute mark nearly, and still no Blink Dagger. So you have to take that into account when you're considering the late game. And on top of that, Empire have so many disables to work with. Like, Aloha Dance can get an Aghanim Scepter, and that would just be brutal. Like, that might just be a game ender.
Damage!
And so, NiP, no, I don't think they have the better late game at this phase.
The same kind of applies to the Aghanim Ogre Magi as well. Like, the Lina's going to be, you know, a bit squishy, but the Animage, like, the control from the Ogre Magi, if you start getting some of those multicasts, like, even if he is, you know, maxed out spell shield and not taking as much magic damage, it's still going to be a significant amount of disable.
Think about it like this, too, is if an Animage is playing against those 2 types of supports, they're both really tanky for one. You're about to get a Glimmer Cape on Aloha Dance, and if you're an anti-mage, you're never going to be carrying around detection for yourself. And on top of that, an Ogre's just naturally tanky. He's got 12 armor with Tranquil Boots and 1,000 HP with no other items.
Yeah.
Like, how difficult is it to kill him? As on the flip side, you've got a Bane who has no armor, no HP really to work with, and you've got a Keeper of the Light who's in an even worse position regarding that.
SNY, Helmet Dominator. Gyrocopter's a pretty happy camper. He's hit 10k by 19 minutes. Looks like Era's not slowing down for a Vlad's.
Radiant's
Looks
middle
like this
tower
could be
is under
straight
attack.
Manta.
Radiant structures are fortified.
I think what you're waiting for is just wait for Era to get 1 or 2 items, and
Dire's
then go for the
bottom tower
engagement.
is
Because
under
right now,
attack. Dire's
these scenarios aren't
structures
really
are
working out for
fortified.
NiP. Like, taking the fights no longer work, especially when you've got a person to get this farmed in.
Radiant's
mid.
middle tower has
So it's gonna
fallen.
TP, but
My
this is
thanks
what they
to
need to
thee.
work on. Just go for the split push, wait for Era to
Radiant's
just
top
continually get
tower
farmed.
is under attack.
Yeah, tier 1 for tier 1. Now they're going to start going for the tier 2 at the top lane, while Queen of Pain
Radiant structures are
is chipping away at the
fortified.
bottom lane. But they're just waiting for an opening. Waiting
Dire's
for
middle
NiP to try and
tower is
defend.
under attack.
So Yola Warrior can get that first blink off. Apathy, thinking about going for the stun here.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
going
And,
at bottom.
oh wow. Yeah, they blew.
They just use
Blowing 'em up.
they use the echo. They reveal the blink dagger, which actually they've known for quite some time. And the echo slam is used, but it doesn't even matter because Jonas is probably the best target for Empire to gank because he's a decently high level. And you just further set him even more behind. Like killing the anti-mage helps, yeah, but he's still gonna get farm. But where does Jonas even go?
Limp's going for Shadow Blade. I don't mind this because it seems Empire are very split up. And you're gonna have some pretty quick BKBs. I feel like Lena's gonna go for, no, actually going for the Yules after the Axe. Top lane, YOLO Warrior. Is this gonna be their first duel? He's just trying to stay ahead. Somebody let this man duel him. Alright, the sleep. Now the duel.
That's so awkward.
Yeah.
You can sleep up. But it doesn't matter. It's probably better the less it goes on.
Light Striker Ray, low hot dance has been found as well. There's a couple pickups for NiP. Get some dual damage. Limp kind of desperately needs to get 2 or 3 kills off of this Shadow Blade so we can start working towards the action.
It's gonna need it to against the Bullet Kick. Team fights is so brutal. A lot of times you might even see him go for a blood steal. But when he uses this, you've got Lina that's a little bit further behind than you'd like, and you've got a disruptor that's more farm than you'd like, then you probably just have to go for something a little bit faster.
It's too bad. Yonosafan doesn't have the duel, nor does he have any allies nearby.
He's almost got his blink though. I think he has to.
Because Nipper is so dependent on pickoffs right now.
Yeah, and more importantly, even if you're giving up like 1 or 2 duels, the lockdown of feature is probably more important. The Legion is kind of shifted into a weird spot where just him locking down a hero is enough for him to be really effective. So you've got an anti-mage just has an increasing amount of farm right now. Like the AM is
Dire's
quickly
top
gonna
tower is under
start
attack.
surpassing all the other heroes in the game.
Radiant's
There's gonna be a
bottom
really
tower
weird period
is
of time
under
where
attack.
NiP are actually gonna be fine
Dire's
because
structures are
Arrow's getting so
fortified.
much farm.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Another tower trade-off. Man, if NiP had gone for this kind of split push play so much earlier, rather
Radiant's
than trying to
bottom
force some
tower.
fights,
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I feel like they'd be in a really great position because right now, I'm looking at Nipper, I think just all around out-positioning Empire. Like their movement seems to be pretty good. Oh, this is so awkward. It's going to be definitely awkward as Echo Slam comes in, already 2 wiped out. Now the Fisher to be able to catch another 2. Oh, Era came in, but he didn't have enough damage. General actually survives, and Era's going to have to blink himself away. Goes for YOLO Warrior.
Dire's top tower is
And
under attack.
but NiP are going to be on full retreat here. Empire not going to find anything else. Still, though, that 2-man Echo Slam plus the Queen of Pain's damage, they instantly eliminate both the Bane and the Lina.
That could have been so bad for Empire because they use the Disruptor ult, which is one of their main ways to lock down the enemy even if he has the Manta. But they still managed to pick it up just because YOLO Warrior is such a beautiful Echo Slam. It's just so well set up for him, and Empire, they're going to take a Roshan on the heels of this. They need to, because you want to continue to put pressure in a game like this. You don't want to just passively farm, even if you think you're ahead. So you don't want the anti-mage to find tier 2 towers and eventually find space for his team. Blink Dagger complete though on Legion.
Roshan
Is there
has
a
fallen
chance
to
that
the
Animage is forced into a
Radiant's
BKB?
top tower is under attack.
I don't think so.
Radiant structures are
Actually, just gonna get
fortified.
brought back.
He's going to have some major issues with the Disruptor. His Manta Illusions actually instantly got wiped out. Still though, maybe a turnaround. Oh, they need the blink for the Glimmer Cape! General's getting away. That could have been such a big pickup. Sleep on a General before he can get off the Shadow Strike. Low Hot Dan still wants another glimpse, and he will have it too. So Yonosafan should be the pickoff. At least Era survives, but man, that would have been so good if they'd gotten the duel onto the Queen of Pain.
Yeah, you probably just kill the Aegis and slow down the 5-man push from Empire by quite a lot. Now General is
I'll
just gonna
be
go.
my own
Oh, there goes the Aegis.
Alright, there we go. And that's probably fine. He gets 3
Radiant's
creeps too.
bottom
Value.
tower is under attack.
Oh, the Shadow Blade's really good for split pushing as well, huh?
Yeah,
I actually didn't think about that aspect for the Lina.
you're just splitting the map around as much as you possibly can
Yeah.
to create space for this AM.
Do you, like, how far do you go, though?
You just stay...
Do you go, like, boots of travel?
No, I don't
No?
think so. I
Okay.
think you still get the Aghanim Scepter for the inevitable fight. Because there's going to be some point where Empire just say, I don't want to have to deal with this anymore. Like, this is really annoying. Let's just 5-man. Let's go for the next Roshan and just try to go high ground. So you have to kind of be in fighting shape by that point.
Ooh, spotted already for Silent. Good lord, he's farmed.
He's got so many stat items right now.
He's 1,500 gold still ahead of the Animage. His Ancient Stacks definitely paying off big dividends. They're going to go for the tier 2 tower now. Limp and Era both getting ahead bottom. But Empire not going to give up tower for tower, at least not anymore.
It's not really worth it for them. Like, not near. You can't lose tier 2 towers, especially the side ones, to an anti-mage. So he just runs with it. He just continues to create space. I think the correct play is for YOLO Warrior to Echo Slam bottom right now.
He was going to.
Oh, that was so
Era
close.
blinked away in time. Limp is going to be found. They have a counter ward. Blink in, Echo Slam, lock him down.
What a sentry.
Great play. Great
Good
setup.
game sense. They know if the anti-mage is there, then maybe just like, oh, we'll send one hero
Dire
down and
structures
NiP get a
are
free pick off, but
fortified.
they thought around that play.
Silent
Radiant's
General
top
take the tier
tower
2
is
middle.
under attack.
You have to split up a significant amount because there's
Radiant's
always
top
going to be
tower
that
has
split push.
fallen.
Arrow is already going for the tier 2 bottom. They did take the tier 2 top, Yonosum Fun. With the combination of him and the Keeper of the Light, they just one-shot creep waves.
That's the game extender for sure. If you can just keep spamming out and keeping the creep waves killed, because you don't want to go high ground with any of Empire's heroes. Like even a gyrocopter. The main reason why he's instead of going for the BKB is because there's no real need for it. One and two, because you need stats to just go high ground, like enough HP, and the BKB doesn't really help you in this regard.
Aaron Hogskin. They may think that with Fiend Script they can lock down General long enough to be able to get the kill, but actually, never mind, they knew all this all along. Yonosum didn't go in. They need extra damage though. Oh no, they didn't give away dual damage, but still, Era had to blink himself away. Hogskin is going to be caught as well. They just didn't imagine there were going to be this many heroes at that top lane, beautifully baited out by Empire.
Every single time they're there together. They're just losing so many heroes over and over again on NiP, but it's good attempts to try to get something going, but at the same time, Empire are just kind of reading the situation completely right. Like, they go for tier 2 pushes when there's no pressure from Era, and then when Era steps out to create pressure on the map, then they just split up the map further. And it makes it so hard for them to be able to do anything.
Yeah, between the SNY and the Scotty, Gyrocopter is so tanky.
I actually think Era needs a BKB now. I think so too.
Dire's top tower is
Well,
under
lockdown
attack.
and multicast, and also that the glimpse, like he can't split push very hard because it's not only the Blink Echo Slam that's concerning, but it's also the it's also going to be that glimpse that catches them out every single time.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top
Era.
tower has
They're
fallen.
thinking about it again, but look at Empire, their mass rotating behind. Yule's Scepter, with the right track array, they start jumping in, then immediately there's the response from Empire. There is no way they kill Silent here. Aaron back, 9 up, get it on the roll, Echo Slam, oh my god! He just blew, who did he use that on? Was that the Ogre?
It had to be.
That was the Ogre, he was completely out of mana. Oh boy. He just hit 3 heroes and Seal Kid cleans up the rest.
That's a 2,000 gold net worth swing in favor
Imagine
of
if that had been daytime and the Illuminate Blast hits, that would have healed up the Animage. He could have actually survived.
That was surprising. I was like, why did
Holy
Era
cow.
blink in there? I was just like, this is done. Like, Era's gonna die, they're gonna lose a bunch of heroes, and then... Oh boy.
I mean, all that gold just goes into, it might have been the Earthshaker as well. Both of them look to be out of mana. But that was just a lot of gold for Seal Kid. I'm not sure how valuable that's really going to be, but he already has his axe.
Okay, so Yonosum Fan all of a sudden has a ton of gold, and that Blade Mail is actually pretty effective when nobody from Empire actually have any BKBs up. that's probably fine for them right now. I think he's a pretty good job for them overall.
Aghanims for a low hot dance is 1,000 gold away.
Selfish.
Okay, so they're still in a decent position right now. I mean, Empire's still definitely winning this game.
Oh yeah.
But that play at bottom, like, really turned things around. That was a huge
On skin, doesn't have the glimmer cape, so
Must be triggering.
Alright, so you wait out, just continue to farm, split up around the map.
Empire gotta... Do they need to push middle? I thought like they do the classic, they just push to force TP.
No, you just wait for... I think they're just waiting for Roshan.
Okay.
Then they just go for some sort of all-in, go for the high ground. Probably pretty confident, especially if that bottom fight, where they just don't all get anti-mage blasted. Probably cool.
Yule's up, just... Sealed it. Okay.
That was perfect.
Apparently Earthshaker really wanted that kill, but Creative Pain still snags it with the Sonic Wave.
Some fun. 0, 6, and 7 now has some farm. Looking at top, but he has to know, like, every single time, everybody from Empire is so set up and prepared for these fights. And it looks like they want to go on bottom. Do they have detection?
This will be the successful pickoff. I feel like this is the one time that NiP have managed to get a pickoff, and it went completely as planned, right? There was no bait.
There's like 6 heroes standing behind him like they're
under attack.
Exactly.
I like that they continue to go for it though, because I would have just at this point, if this was my team, I would have been like, guys, they just know. They know at all times.
They've got that pack. Don't try anymore.
Radiant's
Don't even
bottom
bother
tower has
scripters.
fallen.
I don't even know how you can hack in Dota, but whatever's going on. You've almost got a heart though on this anti-mage.
What's happening, dude?
Double down on
Got a DD rune on Hera.
This could be dual damage as well, or it could be the other way around. Yonasapon's going to be the target general. Oh, he's going to be slept up. Maybe this buys time for Yonasapan to live. The blast comes through. Yonasapan's actually... Oh, there goes the Queen of Pain. Hera right now. They know we're silent. They get silent as well. Oh no, Empire just falling apart now right in front of the Roshan pit. Roshan's up. This is going to be a huge gold and experience swing.
Era just got... Okay, so Era completes his heart, and then he has instantly 2,000 gold on top of that.
Yeah, he got 1,700 gold off of those 3 kills. And now they're going to get Roshan as well. Ages for him. This game just got so hard for Empire.
Now the Legion is really paying off. When you saw, because the gyrocopter is built so greedy, no BKB or anything like that to deal with. As soon as he gets challenged to a duel, Zeus very able to handle it.
Yoda some fun, waiting for the glimpse. When the cape gets laid out. Oh no! Where's the vision?
That's like 3 times now where Aloha Dance is just kind of casually glimmer kicked away.
Yeah.
I'm invincible.
Let's see, 2,800 golds. Where does he go from here, the Legion Commander?
This is probably the time to get a BKB. I can't believe he's even this farmed, to be honest with you. He's overtaking the Earthshaker. Who would have thought that? It all comes down to that fight at bottom.
Yeah.
Empire had this game. The gyrocopter was nearly full HP.
He just got blown up. My god, how does Animage the top net worth?
I've never seen such a value ultimate by an anti-mage.
Yeah.
That's one of the... Sometimes in my pub games when I'm playing Storm, haha, big surprise, I get my team killed.
You get your team killed.
But that just happens in a pub game. Like, how often do you see that in a competitive game?
Yeah.
Oh, we're seeing the build that is really popular. Instead of going for the butterfly, because you instantly always anticipate the MKB.
Yeah, Silence already got it.
Yeah, then Arrow just goes for the Assault Curse, because it kind of serves the same purpose,
Yeah.
minus the evasion.
And it gives you more split pushing power too.
Yeah. Tons of armor. The attack speed is not bad at all either.
Yeah.
And it's just a good item for your team too.
Oh, Silkid actually canceled that. They're gonna go for this one. There are supports and they have an Aghanims as well.
Kid.
Again, who's gonna get that initiation? Aloha Dance found. Give them the duel. No, they don't want to risk it. This guy's caught by the Yule Scepter. Yoda's up on top. Oh, but here comes Yule War. 2-man echoes, 2-man great as well. There's a great open from Era, but still not enough to finish off winning 81 here. Era has to blink himself away. He cannot finish this up by himself. So the Aegis gets laid down, but I'm afraid he's just going to be guided. Do they have lockdown? I don't think they do. Abney doesn't have any mana, so he's going to blink himself backwards. General trying to keep up Shadow Strike. There goes the flash. And Era, another blink away just ahead of the Fisher. Right next to General, trying to clean away the rest of that mana, but he can't blink away in time. Silent gets there. The MKB gives him enough damage, and now Seal Kid's going to be caught as well.
He's 100% different. They completely locked him out. That's a 5-man wipe going the other way, and a YOLO Warrior, what a gamer. That was such a massive Echo Slam.
He had to blink and then Core Staff in order to be there in time.
I mean, that was fine. That was the play, because they're going to get the gem pickup too. Everything just kind of turns around, and I think that if the Legion Commander pops the Blade Mail first, I don't actually know if it was up or not, but if they were able to get the duel off and then they spread out or fan even a little bit, they'd probably kill Silent and destroy that fight there. Because there was no disruption. Actually has an Aghanim Scepter completed. Now things just get so hard for NiP.
Double damage!
Well, the BKB is coming in soon for our Legion Commander. Maybe that'll change things. Same goes for the AC, actually, even after that fight.
You just have to get these items off now.
It's 37.5 minutes in, 29-16, and we've got Empire. Look at this dramatic swing. Almost 10k net worth lead at one point in time, dipped down to almost making this game dead even, and then after that 5-man wipe, back up to a 6 or 7k lead.
Alright, so once your BKB gets completed, there's no Aegis for quite some time, but Era's about to finish the AC. I think you wait for that, and
Yes!
you have to be so cautious though if you're NiP, because of the Aloha Dance Aghanim Scepter Disruptor. That just ruins your team. They've got enough damage to kill pretty much anybody in that ring during that time too.
It's probably Silent's got to finish up. Does he go for the button? I feel like he needs to finish up that Satanic because of that Ags Laguna Blade.
I think the butterfly's okay. Because they do need physical damage to take him down as well.
That's true.
Dire's middle
They're just
tower
gonna go high
is
ground
under
with
attack.
this. There's no real way for NiP to really get into a fight. NiP are waiting for so many different items to complete at the same time.
They need to blow up some of these creeps. Whereas the blast comes through, doesn't actually hit the siege creep though. Doesn't seem to matter. Empire gonna go back. Kill the creeps, kill the creeps, kill the creeps! Era in some trouble though. He's gonna be caught by Aloha Dance. The static field is there. YOLO Warrior does have the Echo Slam. Is it enough damage though? The lockdown is there. Multicast. If he gets enough multicast, maybe they can actually get away. But no, Era says, I'm gonna fight this one. Pops the open. No. He puts on the Disruptor instead.
Silent comes in
now. Silent, backdooring the Animage, manages to get that kill.
I think Arrow was just a little bit too greedy there. He had an opportunity to get out.
Whoa. Limp. Yule Scepter, he's done. Right click 1. And screen 2.
Everything is falling apart right now for NiP. Like, they had a really good moment where their anti-mage just battled his way back. They all did a collective team effort to get back into this game, but it just feels like they're getting a little bit too sloppy, and individual mistakes here and there are costing them so much.
Onskin, he still has Beam Script. He's gonna pop it now. Seal Kid may actually have enough damage with this blast coming in. Brings him low. Now the duel. And General overstayed his welcome. Quite humbly.
And he gets a gem too. That was way too over-aggressive.
Dire's bottom
Silent's
tower
got
has
3,600 gold. He wants to continue to push, even though they just lost the Queen of Pain. He's gonna keep going. Another 20 seconds.
There's a full completed Lincoln Sphere on the Earthshaker, which helps out
Dire's
so much.
structures are fortified.
That duel is one of their few
Dire's
ways to lock
bottom
down
tower
Silent.
is under attack.
Back to Jonas and Fawn.
Dire's
He
bottom
doesn't have it up for
tower
another
has
12
fallen.
seconds. And Silent, not
Dire's
wanting to be
bottom
greedy,
barracks
will
are
take
under
the tier
attack.
3 and run.
just wait for the next Roshan, I think, if you're Empire. You don't have to force any more issues than you really have so far. The anti-mage has the AC now, but his item progression is slowed down so much. It was pretty conceivable at some point he would have the Abyssal Blade around now, if they hadn't lost so many fights in a row.
Yeah. I mean, if you just look at him and the Gyrocopter, who he was actually ahead of the Gyrocopter there for a small period of time. It's 4,000 gold that the Gyrocopter has over the Animage by now. That's practically an Abyssal. I really feel like the BKB was needed for Era.
His build probably isn't too bad, especially once he got the Aegis. He probably felt really confident, but it just hasn't really evolved since then. And more importantly, this Disruptor getting the Aghanim Scepter just kind of ruins him.
Shiva, Queen of Pain, they'll TP back the Disruptor, so Empire not going to go for the push. The Roshan is coming up in a few minutes.
This is a huge Roshan. If they can get this for free, they might just be able to churn a lot of things around. Because Era's already hard to kill. You saw how difficult it was at that bottom engagement. That maybe, just maybe, if they get an Aegis on him and he gets another really good Mana Void off, they're set, but he doesn't have damage, is kind of the problem. If you look at the Gyrocopter, the Gyro does not lack for damage, but Era, because he's gone for all of these defensive teamfight items, doesn't really have a lot to back himself up. If he had the Basher and the Abyssal, maybe?
Yeah. Doesn't have that kind of solo pickup potential. So instead, he's just got to play a split push game. Which, this is what General's here for. Stop this one. Oh, looks like we got Seal Ninja. That goes Empire, probably knowing that they're winning on Roshan right now, are not afraid to use those higher CD abilities.
The single pickoff's definitely worth it, right? At this phase of the game, just to get a numbers advantage. There's no way that NiP take that 4v5 fight.
Now they see Roshan's up.
Look how far back Aloha Dance sits. They're just waiting for the opportunity. This is going to be a high ground Rosh too.
Which is why they need to keep these lanes pushed forward as quick as possible.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
He just keeps on running through that middle lane. Why didn't he push out the middle lane?
He's probably waiting for the creep wave after.
That was a full creep wave though.
Yeah, that bottom lane too.
They need to kill the they need to kill the creep wave before it gets uphill.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
They missed their opportunity. It's gonna be fine as well. He's gone. This will be the bottom lane of Rex taken by Empire.
Dire's bottom barracks
NiP are unlikely to fight for it. Animage in the meantime just gonna try and take a tier 2. But Empire not done just yet. They're gonna go for a second lane of Rax. Animage wants to continue to try and split push us. Just end the game. Buyback now from the Lina. Animage, he's coming back now. He knows he has to. Silent's pretty low on mana. He's got 1,700 mana, or mana pool anyway. So maybe the AM can blow him up. It's looking at a close. Yodasaban actually managed to control the Disruptor. That's big. Now Era comes forward, blows up the Gyrocopter 2. Now a third on Apathy. They're going to be able to claim that one as well. The Queen of Pain, I think she was in range of that Gyrocopter when he threw the ultimate because she dropped incredibly low. Or maybe... Oh, Limp. He still has Laguna Blade too if he ever finds General.
I mean, he's looking for it, but General still has the Lincolns up. That would mean that Limp just has to go for a blind, but there's no way they run into each other. And this is going to be in a mid-push by NiP, and they're just trying to bait out the buyback from the Gyrocopter, and they'd probably be satisfied with that, since they didn't really have to use a buyback on anybody but Limp.
The Warrior still has his Echo Slam. There doesn't care. He needs to force out this buyback. One over Machai, but he wants the Gyrocopter. And he wants that one back. General winking forward for that one. Ooh, he still has that Aegis. So I guess he's not afraid to blow it. Just buying time for the Gyrocopter now. side. Arrow, though, immediately press the attack, will be able to instantly refresh and keep working on that daily Rax. They've got it. Gyrocopter's not going to buy back for it.
Has fallen.
That's essentially a Rax for a Rax right now, and NiP, with that triple kill in mid lane for Era, all of a sudden they're back in this game. On top of that, they managed to get a Rax out of it, and it only cost them Limp's buyback, and he'll take that trade every single time.
Radiant's
And
middle
now you're starting to
barracks
see a
are
flood
under
of some
attack.
items coming in, as Jonas Fan has a Demon Edge completed. You've got a Blink Dagger on the Bane, who continuously in these fights manages to keep the 5-second beam strip off. Like, I have no idea how they're doing that.
Yeah, if he gets MKB on the Legion Commander and he has Blade Mail, he's going to be a pretty direct counter to Gyrocopter.
Oh yeah.
Like, he has no BKB, so the Blade Mail is always going to be effective.
Era, he's almost got that. I have to assume it's the Basher at this phase. I don't think you can really afford to go anything
Thou
else.
seest me
Your
not.
team needs you to have some damage, though. The hard lockdown ability would be so good too.
Alright, so Basher still needs another 600 gold before he has the complete
Worthy
Abyssal. Is it
tribute.
worth it enough to get that guaranteed bash and the huge increase in damage to forsake your buyback?
No, you absolutely need buyback. I would say it might be okay if they were in a worse position than this, or if Limp had buyback up, but with both of these things not being true, I think Arrow just has to stay for the buyback. Because he has to be the frontliner this time. Like, the last time it was just Limp standing there, this time it has to be Arrow being the
The blast not really going to protect them. The creeps move forward. Little Scepter on Animage. This % oh, in the background, Jonas Fan, they actually managed to pop the Earthshaker. That's huge! Jonas Fan made a jump in with Limp, and they managed to get a pick off on that once before. Now the Beat Strip on Silent. They are not able to stop Montague whatsoever. They finally get the multi-cap, but Era is stuck inside that static field still. Press the attack goes off. Era now trying to keep through. General's mana, but he won't have enough time. They'll have to buy back for this one if they want to defend that Rax.
They don't have Limp anymore either. He's actually going to have to come in right now.
Go for more. The Blade Mail's doing a good amount of damage. They're all low. If AM comes in with the right ultimate, he can clean this up. One blink.
They who live by
2
the
more
wall
seconds.
shall
Need more.
die by my blade.
Looks like they're going to find a Aloha dance. They'll get that kill. Still, they really need to get like General. Oh, General actually still has an Aegis, man. They need to get the Gyrocopter out of that.
They were really close to winning that fight for a second, but they have so many different abilities to lock down this anti-mage. He gets lucky with this
He
guy.
gets a bash. That'd be so funny. Just bash Manta. Straight up kills him.
Get another bash in.
Yeah, get another
he
bash.
respawns.
Second life. Get the duel off.
That's a refresher or pain.
Okay. So,
Radiant's
more
bottom tower
Shivas, more
is under
Lincolns,
attack.
more ultimates. Why not Octarine?
I don't think the Octarine is worth it. I think if anything, it was the Hex. It was either Hex or... I actually still think Hex is the item. I think the Refresh Orb is okay, sure, but if you got something like the Hex, you would for sure be able to pop one hero. And if you're Empire, you're just looking for any sort of 4v5 fight to take. Because nobody from NiP have buybacks. You know that for a fact. If you kill the anti-mage, no matter what it costs you, you just kill him and then you can buy back and force the fight. And you'll win no matter what. Because NiP desperately rely on their aim right now.
Satanic MKB is there now for the Legion Commander. Still, I mean, the idea going for the Earthshaker is great. But I feel like now with the MKB, they have to lock down the Gyrocopter. Just because he's got Satanic, like, you need that kind of long duration hold against him.
There's so many different heroes that they have to worry about, though, NiP. They have to worry about the Disruptor ultimate. They have to worry about the Earthshaker coming in. And General still has so much farm.
Alright, they're going to try and get sneaky initiation here from the secret shop. They don't really see much, though. They're going to wait until they get close to the Rax. Then try
Dyer's
and
middle
jump in.
barracks are under attack.
Start moving forward. YOLO Warrior, they
Dyer's
start
middle
pinging him out. They want to go
barracks
for
has
him
fallen.
first. Lim comes in from the side, smoke, and it's already
Dyer's
popped on YOLO
structures are
Warrior. Who
fortified.
knows what that means?
Dyer's
hero
middle
is behind
barracks
him.
are under attack.
They're just going to take mid-racks for free.
Yeah, they're going to hold on to the left-hand side. Hansky now forced to blink in. Lim's going to be the target. Dual Scepter himself, but Bane's already gone. And right now. So too will Limp. Echo Slam. No, Glimmer Cape actually keeps him alive. Still, the Leech Commander has nothing to do in this fight, just getting Scotty baited around constantly. Well, the enemy is now caught inside of Sandstorm from Aloha Dance. Limp can get a really good life strike already. 3-man. Ultimate goes out. Aloha Dance dropping on the Holy laid out. Kenny with his fight. Aaron's trying to battle up against Silent. Pop the Titanic. And now he's healing up another life strike array. They need desperately to be able to get the kill on Silent. Aaron staying alive. He needs to be able to blink out. Limp. No, he can't do it. Yule Scepter now on him. Hanskin has no mana to be able to contribute. And even the Animage is forced to blink himself back. Hanskin backing away. Silent's going to be able to get this kill. Sight the Vice now, and the Animage healing himself up. He's got a heart. It's him against the World Sonic Wave. Oh, it brought him down to 150 HP.
Dire's middle barracks are
But I'm sure with these two heroes still being very healthy, and now an Earthshaker behind them,
Dire's middle
they should be able to finish up this Rax. Oh no, there's a buyback now on Limp.
Is it
is
getting-
under attack.
I think that was Tickle that gave it to him. So 2 versus 3.
General's got his hex completed too. Everybody from Empire's got so much money to work with. You've got Boots of Travels on everybody. Your Queen of Pain can afford some too. They have to defend this though, because Mega Creep just isn't really feasible for them.
They have to stop the missile too. That's a crazy thing. Ultimate goes out, gonna hit Limp, Light Strike Array. Silent still has a Satanic, so if they don't get him up here, they get a lucky back. Can they get more though? Silent with the butterfly, so hard to hit. Now the side of the Vice on the Era. He blinks it. It's all in against Silent. He blows him up with the ultimate. But Limp is low. Throw a staff over. Yoga Wire needs to be able to get out of here. Oh, but another bash. And now a duel. No, Lincoln actually protects him from that one, so no free damage. It's still just a range Rax left though.
Oh, they're looking for Silent though, but he's actually just gonna pop his flutter and get away. But he did commit a buyback for that. And more importantly, Era finally has his Abyssal Blade completed, and in 2 minutes he's gonna have a buyback of his own. So things are actually, as weird as it sounds, looking okay-ish for NiP. Like,
They just
if
have to
bring
kill
down
the Gyrocopter, right?
If they kill the Gyro and Era's alive, they probably win the game on that.
Just all in, go through him.
Yeah, but it's gonna be tough to bring him down in the first place. Remember how much they just had to commit right now? That was like a 15-minute fight. And technically, Era had 2 lives since he survived with the 100, and he heals up and comes back in. It takes a full commitment for them to be able to win these engagements.
And now there's a Moon Shard for the Gyrocopter.
I keep forgetting that item exists. I think a lot of people do.
Oh, I forget about it constantly. Plus the Boots of Travel upgrade. So it's like, oh, he's 6 lives, that's it, it's all done. Then there's like, okay, Moon Shard, Boots.
You've got Vlad's completed, your
Illusion.
Disruptor now too, to help out your Gyrocopter. And he just has so much damage and so
Where's
much
the
farm.
vision? Do they have any gem? Doesn't look like it. They're desperately looking for a rebound here, but Silk is in an awkward position. They missed the Light Strike Array. Jonas Savant's actually going for a Aloha Dance. They have the Glimmer Cake, but it's still, as a counter, to be able to see it. Looking out Silent. Oh my god, they get this invisible. They need to lock it down. They've got the duel. There goes the Gyrocopter down for 2 minutes. And Apathy. Well, they're going to go for Mega Creeps. General's actually going to be able to pick this one up.
Dire's top
Seal Kid,
barracks
they have to go all in.
The Radiant
It's
now
2 minutes
have
down.
Mega
There's
Creeps.
no buybacks on the Earth. The Gyrocopter, the Ogre Machai, or the Disruptor. I can't believe this.
I actually think Era just saves the base for as long as he can, grabs Boots of Travel, and then they just all in for it. Like, he has enough gold for a buyback. He's just gonna hold the base for as long as he can, just in case. And then they
Got
just
full tier 4s up. They could very easily, like, he can Boots of Travel now, and I think the tier 4s would last long enough for them to go throne. Quite easily.
It's gotta be
Radiant's
soon.
middle tower
All the
is
items
under
are filtering
attack.
in. General from behind's gonna come in, but he's just trying to create time.
Yeah, weaken him up a little bit. But Era,
Go.
he's on the front line. Scythe of Vine, Shadow Strike to slow him down, but Era knows what he's here for. Runs the
Radiant
attack.
structures
There
are
goes the
fortified.
Glim. 14 seconds till the Disruptor's back up. It's
annoying
so they're
General.
still control. Yeah, the sleep is there. Quickly picks back up, and they keep on going. 1 tier 4 down. Now another one. General Echo Slam comes in. He's going for Hanskin first, and will almost be able to burst him down. Hanskin gets away. Glimmer Cape Sleep wakes himself up and will be able to get out. There goes the Queen of Pain. Gets blown up, but already to buy back down. 4,000 HP on the throne. Can they actually take this one up in time? Era and Jonas Savant split on opposite sides of the throne. They run
It's going down.
The Era, they're definitely trying to pick up this kill. Will also take out Limp at the side, but Jonas swipe. Can he get the last one in? One more hit. 49, 40 HP. They need anything. One hit. Animage. He has to go in for this.
Oh my
the back
God.
protection is up. They have to go all in for this throne, but they have Mega Creeps all over their base now. Oh no, Ninjas in Pyjamas!
The lane's pushing in too. It was 42 health. That's all it took for the game to be over.
It's beginning to regen up in Ninjas in Pyjamas. How are they possibly gonna find their opening in?
I don't actually think this is really doable anymore.
Yeah, without Boots of Travel, like, Era, he needs upgraded Boots of Travel and to be able to TP onto Jonas Amfan.
I think that's what he's going for. He's going to sell his AC. He's going to go for this. He's got one. He's got to sell the Battle Fury too. But Jonas is actually going to get caught before that point.
No, Jonas Amfan is stopped in his tracks. The enemy just desperately going for it anyway. He's going to try and blink forward, but the throne is already under attack. Go, Animates, go. He's going for the throw, but a Lahan dance. He's trying to stop this. That's he
they're going for it. One more hit.
No! 8 HP! 8 HP is all that's left as the Dire Throne explodes first! Unbelievable! The closest game that has gotta happen in the history of Dota! Unbelievable!
I actually thought the screen was going to go the other way.
I thought so too!
They had it. They actually had it. It had like 4 health left. Oh, they had enough damage for it. Oh, that was way closer than it had to be.
How did that happen?